reality and beyond. And we're sharing about one aspect of this, and it could be applied to other aspects. As five-dimensional beings, we're like shedding things that no longer serve us. We need to let go of baggage. We need to let go and lighten the load, increase our vibration, so that we can expand into these different areas. And it doesn't mean that we're leaving necessarily, it's just this shift in our perception and our and people can experience this in different ways and with different terminology. So it's really going back to the peace pilgrim too. So it's this peaceful feeling, peace and love, gratitude, and just being. One of the aspects that we're seeing come up quite a bit lately, and which means that we're healing this, is anger. There's a lot of anger in this planet, around this planet, maybe not in the planet, but the beings on the planet. This anger has been going on for forever, for eons of time, since human beings got started. This war consciousness and different sources of anger. So it's not something that is new. It's not something that's been really taken care of in terms of taking care of and clearing evolving humanity. So, and it's important to address this. A lot of negative emotions stick around for a long time because they're ignored. A lot of issues stick around because they're ignored. Or the root cause is not really addressed. Maybe it is addressed and it's a karmic thing that we have to learn how to live with, or to heal consciously, daily, regularly, just taking care of it. A lot of this anger that we're experiencing is not necessarily even our own anger. This anger is part of the mass consciousness, and it's coming from all different areas. A lot of this anger is about not being heard, not feeling like you're being listened to, not given attention, and a lot of that boils down to fear of death, fear of being forgotten. So we have this very rich experience of being angry. Maybe we don't think we're angry. Maybe we don't think about it. Maybe we don't allow it to be realized. We block it with different experiences, like if something happened in our childhood or a past life or yesterday, maybe we don't want to be angry about that, so we try to pretend like we're not angry. One of the Spirit of the Lotus teaches a lot of ways to deal with these type of things. So the first part of this is just realizing. And right now, with the, and there's of course a lot of different experiences. We're just picking anger as one of them. Right now, anger is really in the face. this side versus this side angry at this side. And it's a lot of misunderstanding too. And it's this like hot, fast energy. And we are going through a purification right now, and it is coming up for many of us to address if we choose to and clear. It is like a fire, like a burning, blazing fire that can feel totally out of control. And that fear of the unknown, what it's going to happen, is what helps us to tamp it down and just try to ignore it. Because it can be so powerful. So clearing and experiencing the anger is a huge purification. This purification not only helps ourselves, but it actually helps the energy of the planet and the other beings that surround us. The intensity of anger, experiencing real anger and realizing how angry we might be about something past, present, future can be overwhelming. But we are not given more than we can handle. So what we're saying is, let it reveal itself to you. Do it in a safe way. You can do it in a way that is nurturing, where you're caring for yourself. It is actually a method of self-care to really experience these emotions. And you don't have to act on them. You can experience them from a detached perspective. Like, wow, I'm really angry about that. How is this making me feel? So there's a lot of benefits to realizing our full range of emotions. We're helping to purify this planet right now, and this country, if you're in the United States, to purify this country of all the anger. And a lot of this anger is projected outside of us. We also challenge you to, okay, maybe something happened and that did make you angry. Something coming in from the outside. But how can we find a way to not just, it's not taking responsibility for it, but it's accepting what is. Accepting what is happening, what happened. And we talked about this a few weeks ago. We can accept it in the moment, and 10 years from now it could be a totally different experience with a whole nother realm of meaning. And this is the present. Keep it in the present. Heal it in the present. Understanding that for most things, we realize later on this happened for a reason. This happened so that we could learn how to heal, that we could learn how to forgive. So there's two methods for dealing with this anger. One is to realize it, accept it, love it, let it go. And so the Ho'oponopono is a lot about this. So you can look up the Ho'oponopono and practice that. And part of that is forgiveness and self-forgiveness. You forgive others and you forgive yourself. But don't lie and pretend like you're forgiving others if you really don't forgive them. Okay, because we need to keep that truth vibration strong. But we can start to do the work. Okay, thank you for giving me this experience. It's helping me to really heal some deep-seated issues that obviously are still there, need to be healed. And so the Ho'oponopono is a great tool, which is I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I forgives myself. Thank you. So create that aura of forgiveness, love, and gratitude. It's such a powerful transmutative flame or energy. The other teaching that we've been given through the Spirit of the Lotus is to talk to it. To talk to it like it's a little child. To be understanding. To have a conversation. And during the retreat, we were able to do a lot of inner child work, which is similar, working with the inner child, but also to the anger or whatever negative emotion you may be experiencing. Even if it's just 5 seconds of the day, that's great if you're clearing all this stuff out. So, symptoms of anger is blaming others, passive-aggressive behaviors, not being truthful with yourself or others, being impulsive, feeling like an impulsive feeling, not feeling like you can think clearly. It is like a fire, like a wildfire that just tears through the land, and it feels out of control, feeling out of control when you really experience it. You can work, we don't want to say through meditation, but perhaps through contemplation, getting to the root of this. When does it come up? What triggers you? What triggers you? So, so many things right now coming out. Am I willing to even realize that I'm being triggered? Am I willing to realize how I actually feel? Am I willing to be my authentic self in what I feel? And then do something about it. And we can take responsibility by do something about it in a healthy way. We're not a victim. There's no one to blame. There's a purpose for everything. We may not understand it right now. But do we trust? Do we trust? What do we trust? Do we trust God? Do we trust this creative source, this source of all sources? Where do we focus our energy? We're not saying to focus your energy on anger. But sometimes you can look at it as focusing on healing. For me to heal, I need to experience this anger. I can experience it from a detached perspective. We're all doing our best. And clear it out. Getting to the root causes. And this is healing for humanity. And when we drop that baggage, when we're able to drop it, honestly, there's no competition. There's no competition, there's no race. When we can just let it go and do our work that we need to do without putting the intention of anger into it. Do it out of love, peace, gratitude, purifying ourselves, purifying our intentions. This not only helps ourselves to ascend and to self-realize, and to, experience the higher dimensions, but it also helps the planet. It helps all of our people, all of our loved ones to experience these higher dimensions. So that is our service for today. Take care. Take care. Let it be cleared. Let it be purified. Let us come to this full realization of love, purifying ourselves of anger, frustration, and bringing the love back, the great healing, and the realization that we're all one and there is no separation. And maybe we're angry about that. No, I'm kidding. But, there is no separation. So it's hard to accept all the parts of ourselves. It's hard to, it's not hard, but it can be to accept all of this creation as part of God's creation. So ho'oponopono, clearing, love, recognition, being our authentic selves, not taking it out on others as much as possible. Again, a few weeks ago we talked about shooting arrows, consciously or unconsciously. Anger is like a weapon. It can be a weapon, a conscious or unconscious weapon. So surrender, put the weapons down. Whatever we do unto others, we do to ourselves. Practice love, walk the talk, lead by example. Prepare for deep level meditation.